One of the things that I've started to think about, especially in my velo phases and especially like live BP phases, the biggest thing that helps me with it is feeling good in my pitching delivery, right? And so you can probably relate to where, like, if you're throwing, you're doing a velo day or you're facing hitters and your delivery just feels off, then you're not going to throw one as hard as you can, and your command's going to suffer as well, right? And so one of the biggest ways I'm able to maintain a certain feeling with my delivery is dry reps, just like this. And I know it gets a bad rep, right? But the reason why I like this is because I can go at a high intent, right? So with my dry reps, I can go at a high intent to where it's, especially the lower body, it's going to be pretty similar to your pitching delivery, right? So it might be here, and then in terms of the lower body, I mean, obviously I'm not putting in as much force or anything like that, and I'm at a flat ground, so it's going to be a little bit different, but I can still have that intent of like, okay, I'm going 90% or 100% effort, right? Versus if you're just playing catch, then you can't recreate that, right? Because on a recovery day, like, you're not going to go 100%, right? And you're not going to throw it 90 to 100%. And so what I started to incorporate that has helped me tremendously is just doing, dry reps, whether or not I'm trying to pattern a certain movement or not. So obviously when I'm trying to pattern a certain movement, then I'm going to rep out dry reps, right? And I'm going to try to do it at a certain intensity to where it feels similar to when I'm throwing, in games or in a velo day or something like that, right? So, for example, one of the things that I've been working on is my, right now, what I was working on was more of the side bend, right? And so really getting into this position in the delivery to keep me closed. So that I can explode at the last second, right? And so for me to ingrain that, I just repped it out, like right here, and just feeling that out, right? So here we go. Right, and really feeling that side bend, and I'll do like 100 a day until it becomes a subconscious thing. I'm really good at changing mechanics and patterning things into my delivery. It can be a good or bad thing because I've patterned a lot of things that I just see on the internet into my body. When I was younger, I would see someone throw hard and I was like, oh, I want to do that, and then I would pattern it. But this is kind of how I would pattern it, is just rep it out, right? But even if I'm not trying to pattern anything, just keeping that feel of this like higher intent delivery has really helped, and so and again, like, I think with the mechanics, I feel like you're never at a point where you feel good or you feel like it's optimized, and you should always really be kind of working towards that next something, right? I've always played at a high level, and people think that, oh, the highest level guys are never working or anything. They just go out and throw. And yes, that might be true when they're competing and in games, right? But that's not the case for every other day. They're always working on something. Even the guys who throw 100, and they're like, yeah, like, my command was a bit off, so I'm trying to stay close a little bit longer. Or like, oh, I'm trying to get my velo up, so I'm working on X, Y, Z, right? And so I feel like that's the norm, which is, yeah, you're gonna go out and compete and whatever, but when you're working on something, you should always try to get better, right? And so for me, this side bend feels pretty natural to me now. And so one of the things I'm working on is the front foot, right? And getting this impulse and not letting it, take 3 frames for it to extend like it used to. It could be like 1, 2, 3, then stabilize. I want it to just be land, stabilize, and then throw, right? So that's one of the small things that I'm adjusting right now. But yeah, this was kind of a impromptu video, but I kind of wanted to just talk about how I, view mechanics, and how I make sure that I feel good in my mechanics, and how I also make some changes in my delivery, right? So for me, like, my big goal right now is to be 97, 98 within, a couple months. And, I'm really going hard toward this goal. And one of the things, the number one thing, honestly, that's going to help me get there is just really feeling good in my mechanics, right? And so even if it's not the most optimal, feeling good in my mechanics, feeling comfortable, feeling strong, right, is something that's going to go a really, really long way. So hopefully you got some value out of this. If you want more in-depth, these are kind of raw videos on this channel, but if you want more in-depth, where I go really deep into how to increase pitching velocity and stuff, you can go check out our main YouTube channel, which is The Pitcher Lab. But yeah, I'm gonna make these every single day, so I'll see you tomorrow.